Hi grade 8 learners, it's me again, Mr. Alexis R. Osorio, and today we are going to have relations and functions. In this video, we will focus about understanding functions. Let us consider this problem about running faucet. Do you know that a running faucet can waste about 15 liters of water per minute? The table below shows the relationship between the number of minutes the water runs, x, and the number of liters of water wasted, y. Number of minutes: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number of liters: 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. Meaning to say, per minute, we have 15 liters of water wasted. From this problem, we are going to do the following. 1. Make a graph that shows the relationship between these quantities. 2. Use the graph to estimate the water wasted in 10 minutes. 3. If you are given the number of minutes the water runs, how can you find the number of liters of water that is wasted? So let us make a graph that shows the relationship between these quantities. So ito yung ating table kanina, number of minutes represented by x and number of liters represented by y. X, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. From this table, we can have ordered pairs so that we can graph this two quantities. The ordered pairs are, okay, so kailangan sa paglagay ng ordered pairs, kailangan ay merong isang x coordinate at isang y coordinate. We have 1, 15. Yaan ang magka-partner dahil 1 minute is equivalent to 15 liters of water. 2, 30. 3, 45. 4, 60. 5, 75. 6, 90. From the ordered pairs, we can graph it in Cartesian plane. Or simply, we have this graph of the running faucet. Okay, so as you can see, sa x-axis natin is the number of minutes the water or the faucet runs. While on the y-axis, meron tayong number of liters of water wasted. So, ayan. Makikita natin yung 115, 230, 345, so on and so forth. So, dito rin, makikita na natin yung sa question number 2 kung 10 minutes daw. How many liters of water will be wasted in 10 minutes? So, kita naman natin sa graph kapag ka 10 minutes, that will be 150 liters of water. Okay, because in this case, per minute is equivalent to 15 liters of water. Number 3. If you are given the number of minutes the water runs, how can you find the number of liters of water that is wasted? Okay, so from our given problem, kada minuto ay meron tayong 15 liters of water that is wasted. So we can say y is equal to 15x, wherein the number of minutes the water runs is represented by x and the number of liter wasted is represented by y. Since the number of liters of water wasted, or y, depends on the number of minutes the water runs, or x, y is called as the dependent variable, and x is called the independent variable. So, ayan. So, ang dependent variable natin is y and the independent variable is x because we can get the value or the number of liter wasted based on the independent variable, which is the number of minutes. So, malalaman lang natin kung ilang liters of water ang wasted kung given ang ating number of minutes the water runs. So, ibig sabihin yan, nakadepende si y kay x, which is the independent variable. Another way to visualize the relationship between x and y is with a function map. Okay, so ito yung itsura ng ating function map. So we have column for x and column for y. So dito, 1 minute is equivalent to 15 liters. That is based on our problem running faucet. 2 minutes is equivalent to 30 liters of water. 3 minutes is 45 liters of water. 4 minutes is equivalent to 60 liters of water, so on and so forth. And that is x is equivalent to 15x because we will just multiply it by 15 because that is our rule. The diagram shows that the values of y come from the values of x according to a specific rule. Yun nga yung rule natin, which is we need to multiply it by 15. So dito, when the water runs, 15 liters of water is wasted. So that is every minute. So that is why y is equal to 15. Kasi yung ating kada minuto, 15 liters ang ating nasasayang na tubig. So it is also written in the form of f of x is equal to 15. Bakit f of x? Because a while ago, I said that we can also say that y is a function of x. Kasi nakadepende si y kay x. So yung y pwede nating palitan ng f of x. The x in the f of x tells us that the value of f of x depends on x. The parentheses in the f of x are not multiplication parentheses. Ibig sabihin yan, hindi tayo, or itong f of x is not a multiplication. It represents the value of x. So malalaman natin yan mamaya. Okay, so another common representation of a function is called as the function machine. So let us say that this is our function machine. We have input and output here. Ang input natin ay ang ating x-coordinate. Ang output natin ay ang ating y-coordinate. So ibig sabihin yan, ang x-coordinate natin ay hindi lang basta independent variable. This is also the input. And yung ating y-coordinate naman, hindi lang siya basta dependent variable, that is also the output. Kasi kapag ka nagkaroon tayo ng value ng x, magpa-process yan. After processing, there will be the result. And the result will be the output. Kaya sinabi natin na ang y is also output. At ito ay nakadepende kay x-coordinate. So wag kakalimutan, pag sinabing x-coordinate, pwedeng independent variable, input. Y-coordinate, dependent variable, output. Okay, so it illustrates the idea that a single input number from domain of the function produces a unique number in the range of the function. So dito, sinabi yung domain at range. So ang domain is the set of all first coordinates in the relation, and the range is the set of all second coordinates in the relation. Okay, so based from our problem, the running faucet, we have domain, the set of all inputs. Yung set of all inputs natin sa domain, that is the number of minutes. Nakadepende yung ating number of liters of water wasted sa ating independent variable, which is number of minutes. That is why, kapag ka nilagay mo lang kung ilang minuto, tsaka mo lang malalaman kung ilang liters of water wasted meron tayo. Kaya naman, that will be the range, the set of all outputs. So, yung number of liters wasted, that will be the output. So, this is known as the function rule. So now, since we have domain and range in the function rule, let us try to get the domain and range of the running faucet. Based on the graph, we can say that domain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth. Pwede rin naman natin itong paiksiin at isulat ng ganito. X such that x is greater than or equal to 0. Kasi ang x natin dito is increasing. Lahat ng x natin dito is greater than or equal to 0. So, hindi na natin kailangan pahabain. ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so on and so forth, pwede na kagad nating sabihin na ganito. X such that x is greater than or equal to 0. The same process with the range, but first let us get the range based on the graph 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 100, so on and so forth. Pwede nating paiksiin ito, pero ang gagamitin nating variable this time is y because range is the dependent variable and that is y coordinate, variable y. Make sure that it is enclosed in brackets or curly brackets because we are talking about sets. So y such that y is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so based on the problem, the running faucet, we can now define function. A function is a rule that pairs each element in one set, called the domain, with exactly one element from a second set, called the range. Okay, so let us answer the following activities involving functions. Example number 1. If f of x is equal to 10x, find f of 8. So from here, our given is f of x is equal to 10x. This is our function. We are going to find f of 8. Kung ganito yung ating hinahanap, find f of 8, ang x natin dito is 8. Ibig sabihin yan, lahat ng x ay papalitan natin ng 8. That will be, yung f of x magiging f of 8. Yung 10x magiging 10 times 8. And we will just simplify it. So, f of 8 is equal to 10 times 8 is simply 80. So, ibig sabihin yan, kung ang ating x ay 8, ang y natin is 80. As simple as that. F of 8 is equal to 80. Example number 2. If f of x is equal to 2x minus 5, find a, f of negative 2, b, f of 9. Okay, so dito dalawa yung hinahanap natin, a at b. So unahin natin yung letter a, which is f of negative 2. So from here, isulat muna natin yung given. F of x is equal to 2x minus 5. Ibig sabihin nito, ang x natin is negative 2. So lahat ng x ay papalitan ng negative 2. We will just substitute it to the given function. Magiging f of negative 2 is equal to 2 times negative 2 minus 5. After substituting the value of x in the given function, we will just simplify it. So, unahin natin itong 2 times negative 2. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Kopyahin lang yung walang ginawa. That is minus 5. And then, let us just subtract it. Negative 4 minus 5 is negative 9. Dahil pinagsama natin yung dalawang negative numbers, kaya naging negative 9. Ibig sabihin yan, kung ang ating x is negative 2, ang y natin is negative 9. F of negative 2 is negative 9. Kung isusulat natin siya as ordered pair, ganito ang mangyayari. Negative 2, negative 9. Saan nakuha yan? Yung negative 2, yaan yung ating hinahanap, which is negative 2. Yung pinalit natin sa x, kaya negative 2. Ang nakuha naman natin, nung ipinalit natin si negative 2 sa function, nakuha natin is negative 9. Yung negative 9 ang ating y coordinate. Okay, so I hope that this is clear to everyone. Okay, so now, let us go with number 2. In number 2, ang hinahanap naman natin dito is f of 9. So, same pa rin yung function natin, pero ang x natin ngayon is 9. Write first our given. F of x is equal to 2x minus 5. Palitan lang natin yung x ng 9. F of 9 is equal to 2 times 9 minus 5. Let us just simplify it. 2 times 9 is 18. Minus 5, that is 13. F of 9 is equal to 13. So kung kukunin natin yung ordered pair nito, ito ay magiging 9, 13. X natin ay 9, ang Y natin is 13. Okay, so let us now go with this activity entitled Function Machine. Okay, for this activity, we are going to find the value of y given the value of x. Okay, so this is our function machine. F of x is equal to 2x plus 5. Find f of 3. So, ang x natin dito is 3. So, I am going to give you 30 seconds to find the value of f of 3. 30 seconds, go. Okay, time's up. So let us find f of 3. Wow. So f of 3 is equal to 11. If your answer is 11, then you are correct. So kung kukunin naman natin yung ordered pair nito, ito ay magiging 3, 11. Okay, now, another one. F of x is equal to 2x plus 5. Find f of negative 2. So this time, ang x natin is negative 2. All you have to do is to find the value of y. 30 seconds, go. Alright, time's up. So let's find f of negative 2. Nilagay na sa input and the output will be 1. If your answer is 1, then you are correct. Okay, so kung ilalagay natin to as an ordered pair, this will be negative 2, 1. Okay, so I hope that it is clear to everyone. And let us talk more about a function. So again, this is the definition of function. A function is a rule that pairs each element in one set called the domain with exactly one element from a second set called the range. Every function is a relation, but not every relation is a function. So keep in mind this sentence because this is very important. Okay, so paano natin malalaman kung ang relation ba is function or not function? So balikan muna natin lahat ng kinds of relation. We have many-to-one relation, one-to-one relation, and one-to-many relation. So base sa ating definition ng ating function, meron ditong isang relation or kind of relation na hindi function. Okay, pasimplihan natin ng ating function. Masasabi natin ang isang relation ay function kung ang x-coordinate nito ay hindi naulit. Ibig sabihin yan, hindi naulit or hindi or wala siyang kaparehas sa x-coordinate. Halimbawa, yung ating many-to-one relation. Yung many-to-one relation natin, yung x dito is children. Yung mothers naman is the y-coordinate. Ibig sabihin yan, lahat ng isang x or isang child ay merong mother. So that is a function. Dito naman sa one-to-one relation, it is also a function dahil lahat ng x ay walang kaparehas at hindi na ulit. Dito naman sa ating one-to-many, it is not a function dahil sa x-coordinate natin ay merong naulit. Naulit yung 2009. Bakit siya naulit? Kasi dalawa yung kanyang y-coordinate. 2009, 60, 2009, 55. Meron pa nga, 2008. Naulit din ang 2008. 2008, 55, 2008, 50. Ibig sabihin, naulit yung x-coordinate. Kapag ka naulit ang x-coordinate, it is not a function. Okay, so kung maulit naman yung y-coordinate, it doesn't matter. X-coordinate ang ating titignan. So, as simple as that. Kapag ka may naulit na x-coordinate, that is not a function. Okay, so let us determine whether each relation is a function or not. Number 1. Table of values of x and y. X, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y, 2, 4, 6, 6, 8. Okay, so as we can see, ang x-coordinates natin ay walang naulit. So, therefore, this is a function. Kung mapapansin natin yung y ay may naulit pero it doesn't matter. We will just focus on the x-coordinates. Okay, so kung walang naulit or walang magkaparehong number sa ating x-coordinate, this is a function. Another example, number 2. Table of values of x and y. X, 2, 3, 3, 5, 6. Y, 5, 7, 8, negative 3, negative 2. What do you think? Is it a function or not a function? Alright, well done. It is not a function. Dahil dito ay merong naulit na number sa x-coordinate. Yung 3 ay naulit. Another one. Okay, number 3 is A is equal to 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. So, dito, ang given naman natin is relation in set form or set of ordered pairs. So, kung makikita natin, ang x-coordinate ay 1, 2, at 3. Wala namang naulit sa ating x-coordinates. So, this is a function. Okay, next example, number 4. B is equal to 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, 4. X-coordinate ang ating tignan, 4, 5, 6. Wala ring naulit, so therefore, this is a function. Okay, so but how about if like this? State whether each graph represents a function or not. So dito naman, ang given natin is graph. How are we going to identify if the graph is a function or not? Okay, so let us have number 1. So let us say that this is our graph. So kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong 3 points dito. 2, 1, 4, 5, and 6, 9. So dito, wala ring magkakapareho yung x. Kaso, hindi natin kagad malalaman kung ano yung coordinates niya. Okay, so kung graph lang yung ating titignan, we can use the vertical line test. So, ito yung ating paraan kung paano natin malaman kung ang isang graph ba is a function or not a function. Okay, so if a vertical line crosses the graph of a relation in more than one point, the relation cannot be a function. If no vertical line crosses the graph in more than one point, then the graph is a graph of a function. Let us see. Okay, so balikan natin yung given kanina. So, this is the graph. Using the vertical line test, so ito yung ating vertical line, kailangan daw, in any part of the graph, kapag ka naglagay tayo ng isang vertical line, there will be only one point of intersection between the vertical line and the graph. Kapag ka naman, merong part sa graph na nag-intersect yung ating vertical line sa graph, halimbawa 2 points or 3 points, that is not a function. So let us see. Maglagay tayo ng vertical line dito. It intersect in this point. So pwede, isa lang kasi yung intersection nila. Ay paano kung maglagay tayo sa ibang part ng graph? Say, dito, sa part na to. So dito, isa lang din yung point of intersection. So sa tingin naman natin na kahit saan tayo maglagay ng vertical line dito, it is, their intersection is still 1 point. Okay, so kapag 1 point lang ang kanilang intersection, therefore this graph is a function. How about example number 2? So this is our graph. So let us find if this graph is a function or not using the vertical line test. Okay, so lagyan natin ng vertical line dito. O, kita agad natin na ang point of intersection of the vertical line and the graph is 3 points. So dito pa lang alam na natin na hindi siya function kasi 3 yung point of intersection. Masasabi natin na yan ay function kung isa lang ang point of intersection. So kahit saang part tayo maglagay dyan, ayun, still 3 points pa rin ang intersection. Therefore, this graph is not a function. So that's it. So make sure that their point of intersection is only 1 point. So we can visualize if the graph is a function or not a function. Example number 3. So let us say that this is our graph. Can you identify if this graph is a function or not? I will give you 30 seconds to think. Go. Okay, so time's up. This is a function. Okay, because if we put vertical line in any part of the graph, their point of intersection is only 1. Okay, so ganun lang. So kapag ang point of intersection is only 1, this is a function. If more than 1, that is not a function. Okay, so let us have example number 4. So this is the graph. Okay, so 30 seconds again to find if this graph is a function or not. 30 seconds, go. Alright, so kahit hindi siya 30 seconds, we can easily identify if this graph is a function or not. So this is, lagyan natin ng vertical line dito. It has 2 points of intersection, not a function. Okay, so that's it. So I hope that you learned something from this video. If you have a comment, message, or something to say about the lesson, just let me know in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you and goodbye!